Hi everyone, it's me, Cupie83.
And I'm Barbie0913.
And we just came back from the Chicago Toy Show.
A very long day. It
Yes.
seemed like a lot longer than we normally go.
Yeah, I think we were there longer.
Yeah. Maybe it probably was feeding the baby.
And we got there later.
And the rain.
So meant that it seemed we were there longer. So there were things. But
Yes.
we went to the show. We wanted to show you some of the fun things we got and kind of talk about it. So in case you're in the area, you know what to expect if you go.
So I kind of looked back to see what I was looking at last year when the show was on. And there were a couple little things that I didn't buy, and I've been thinking about them all year. So I found the seller. She came again, and she had these guys. This is Mr. Mouse and Mrs. Mouse, which I think are so adorable. They're made by Remco, and I probably saw these at the dime stores when I was little.
Cute.
You can get a house for them, which is the next thing, of course, I'm going to look for, and see if they have any other little clothing for them. But, you know, it's nice to look up a different company and go, I wonder if I have anything that's Remco. Let's see if I can find some more. So
Right.
they're so cute, and they were so affordable. So that was the first thing. I grabbed that right away. We went to the doll area first, and I was like, good, I'll take it now. Bye.
So one of the things I bought, again, it was kind of an extension of the last show. There's a guy that's selling his Star Wars collection, and he has a bunch of real, like, strange and interesting things versus just like a whole bunch of action figures or a whole bunch of posters, which people like them. They're kind of like everyone has them. I like the unique things for my Star Wars collection. So I picked up this placemat because I'm a C-3PO collector and had a good C-3PO graphic. And R2 was there too. He said Sigma made it. It does say, well, that's Lucasfilm Limited, but he said this was made by Sigma that also made some fun ceramics. But yeah, so I
That
picked
makes
up a placemat.
sense. If they had other ceramic type things, they probably would need a placemat.
Yeah, so he had a whole set, but this was the one that had C-3PO. And yeah, so hopefully there's some other fun things from his collection that can make their way into mine.
There you go.
Speaking of which, because we didn't talk yet really about what was at the show, it was a huge variety of things. We had some dolls, we had some Barbies, we had some ponies. What else did we see a lot of?
We see a lot of dinosaurs, a lot of Godzillas. Yeah, really nice, cool Godzilla stuff. Tons of stuff. That was like in the $300 to $400 range.
Yeah.
Mary Poppins, that was there last year when we did it. She's still there. She's still, what was
Like
she?
$550.
Yeah. But she's really cool. They had her at least down so you could take a really good look at her. She was really cool. No big Patty Play Pal types.
No, not a lot of that. Not a lot of composition.
You know, the doll people, they just really don't come to this one.
Yeah.
And occasionally you get a husband and wife team, and the husband will sell boy toys.
Right.
And then the wife will say, I'll put some Barbies in, or I'll put some other kinds of dolls in. But not a lot. It's more easy to look for the things that say, like, the 80s kid stuff. There's a lot of 80s kid stuff.
There's a lot of 80s coming into it, so there was a lot of, like I said, ponies, and Strawberry Shortcake was there. There's a lot of 80s stuff, so like My Little Pony, Strawberry Shortcake, even some of the 90s stuff. And then too, more recently, like there was a lot of Monster High, and there was some Ever After High. There was a Pink Box stuff, more Pink Box than I really recall seeing.
Yeah. Well, and they were good prices on them too, a lot of those.
And of course they have like the tin toys, you know, the trucks and things.
Yeah, well, you don't see a lot of business over in that area either, though, because those are really expensive, and you have to really love that stuff.
And I think it's one of those where they make like one or two sales and they like pay for their table.
I think
like,
so, or they paid for the hotel.
Right, yeah, then they're paid for. But yeah, there was a nice variety of stuff here at the Chicago Toy Show.
You really have to kind of like toys, too, and say, it's not so bad. I don't mind looking at the toys and finding something, too.
Definitely.
Because if you're looking just straight for dolls, you're not going to find a lot.
That's not your show. This is not your show if you're just looking for dolls and don't care. But if you're someone like someone we see all the time who comes with her husband and her sons, and they all have different hobbies and tastes, like it's a perfect show because there's something for the doll collector and something for like the Lego collector and something
they
for
can share in it.
whatever. There's also a lot of video games this year. I don't know if you noticed that, but there was a whole lot of people with like cartridges.
Oh yeah, I did notice that. Yeah,
Like,
but I didn't know any of the systems, so I thought,
yeah.
what was it?
This is Nintendo, I think.
okay.
Nintendo. But speaking of which, sometimes you can go to these shows and you can find some really cool things. So this year, and I don't know if she's been here in past years, I picked up some ponies. There were, I always look for ponies. My issue is all the ponies I own from my youth are all the ponies everyone owned from their youth. So they're all like the same ponies that I see at the show are the ones that are sitting nicely displayed on my shelf. And then I never remember exactly because you have a lot of yellow ponies and a lot of blue ponies, and you're like, does mine have this cutie mark? So it gets kind of confusing. But I noticed that there was this bin of these ponies I had never really seen, and some were different colors, but they had different cutie marks, and I was like super intrigued. And it turns out they are high quality G1 customs. Which are a thing that I didn't know existed, and I will look for forever. And I love the look of the G1 ponies. Like, I think like the look of the ponies is half of what I love about them. And so these 4 ponies are ponies that were made with the look of the G1 ponies, but they're new. So they were from Cat's Pony Shop, and what they do is they send the molds to China. They create the cutie mark, say what color they want it to be, figure out the accessories, and then they get these custom, high-quality made customs. So it's not just painted on, you know? Like I'm used to pony customs that people like hand paint.
Right.
These are made in a factory in China.
Are these supposed to be chili peppers?
I think so. I tried to find the name of this guy. I couldn't find
Hot
him.
peppers, chili peppers.
Yeah, so this guy is currently nameless. I'm sure he has a name somewhere on the
I
internet.
love the brother ponies. Those I thought were my favorite when you had them when you were little.
Right?
They're so cute.
They're just like big and chunky, and I like their
are.
feet. So this is a big brother pony. Came with the hat. Just a fun green
It is really cool.
body. The hair quality is nice. And then we had this cute little baby pony. I think it's like one of the newborn size ones. Again, they're new,
Right.
but they're made in the style of the old
old.
ponies. So this is a little pumpkin
Aww.
who glows in the dark.
How cute.
And then these two, they're the Artsy Girls Rhyme and Rhythm,
Whoops.
which you can see here. They don't stand like super well, but they're okay. But they're kind of like front heavy. But what was interesting about these guys is that they look very similar to the prototypes that were in this prototype ad that I bought at the My Little Pony convention when it was back here in Chicago. So like 2 of these were released as mail order ponies. I'm not sure what line it is, and I have to remember, I don't remember quite what they were called, so I have to do some Googling. But 2 of these were released as mail order ponies, and then the rest were never released. So what Cat's Pony Shop did was they tried to replicate the 4 of them that weren't released. So this is 2 of them.
Aww.
Which I thought was cool because I have this art, and I've always wanted to try to find the 2 that were released. And I've not, and I probably won't spend all the money that people want for them anyways, so if I could get them affordably, I would rather do that. But it's kind of fun.
Very cool.
So yeah, this is just an example of some of the cool things you can find at going, while you're attending a show that isn't just doll specific.
Right. This is really nice. I like this hat.
Right? I'm going to be definitely buying more of these because they're so cute.
My itty bitty baby collection is is pretty much done. I think I need brother ponies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll keep an eye on when she's
Here you go.
releasing them because she did say this one was selling really, really fast. So this one, who will have a name. But yeah, and it's cool, and they're nice quality ponies.
And
I like
you
'em.
have information on where it is, where she is?
Yeah, it's
If
Cat's
somebody's
Pony
interested?
Shop. I will link to it in the description. Very cool. Let me know if you guys have any of these, or if you know of anyone else that does high quality custom My Little Ponies like this.
Cute.
So, do you have something else?
Sure I
Did
do.
you spend more money?
I did spend more money. These 2 came from the same booth. This is, I always forget her name because I never had her when I was a kid. It's supposed to be Lori and Rory. Didn't notice, got so excited there was something affordable in that line that I could buy, even though she doesn't have her socks or her shoes, that I didn't pay attention to her bear, which isn't really Rory. but they just substituted. But I've got one to go with my tooties. It's so nice to have
Yay.
something that's different. And now I just have to find $12 shoes. That's how much shoes for Tootie cost, $12
Wow.
on eBay.
That's crazy.
And then socks, so I'll try to find something reasonably priced. And then he also had a Pudgy Fudgy, which is an upsy downsy, upsy. And I do have one of these, but this one was really affordable to find, and it's always nice to have another one if you can find one. So we got Pudgy Fudgy.
Oh,
It was
so
a silly
cute.
little one. And I thought that was cute. And it was nice because the man did give me money off both purchases there.
Nice.
So it was good.
I picked up, again, perks of it being a show that sells more than just dolls
More than just.
is that you can find some other fun things. And I also happen to like Disney pins. And like, more specifically, I like the fantasy pins or like the unique pins. So it's not just all like any random Disney pin, but I've kind of gone into the whole fantasy pin look because I like those because they're kind of unique and fun, and you can find a lot of different properties. And you find pins like this, which is
That's
Dumbo
cute.
with a Mickey ice cream and a Mickey balloon and Mickey ears.
Aw, that's cute.
And it's so cute, and it's a fantasy pin. So like, I don't know how much this cost originally, but at Disney World, if you were buying a pin this big, you'd be spending like at least $30.
Right.
Right? Sometimes these fantasy pins are cheaper, sometimes they're not. But this price was good for like a huge pin. And then I also picked up, because I love the Disney animators, they had Disney animator pins in
Those are
Disneyland Paris.
Cute.
They weren't sold here. For
No
whatever
wonder. I was
reason.
going to say they had the notebooks and everything else.
Yeah, for
Why
whatever
didn't they have
reason,
it?
these were not with us in the
Cute.
States. So we have 4 different pins. There's more in the collection. They just didn't have like Belle or Ariel, which are ones I totally would have bought, or Pocahontas. So we have Lilo, we have Sleeping Beauty, we have Cinderella, and we have Tink. All really nice, thick pins. They're just so cute. I want the whole set. Well, at least I want Belle, and I want the Little Mermaid.
At this show, there are 3 different vendors that do Disney. Disney pins and Disney purses and Disney dolls or ornaments, anything Disney.
Right.
And luckily, well, one was in a different building. Well, it's very hard to get around when you're at the show because it had tons and tons and tons of people. And we took a stroller through, and we took a skinny stroller through. And I was basically waiting for like 15 people to go past me till I could get into that line to go down that aisle.
Yeah. And that's the one issue with like some of the vendors, because you have Disney pins that are in binders or in cork boards, and it does take a looking at those things and stopping
people
and like
stop.
looking, which is why I always end up with fewer than I probably would if I had time to like look.
Peruse it.
Yeah. But these were great finds. They were on the top of the booklet, and I'm super happy. Did you have anything?
Do I have anything? Yes, I have something.
Ooh.
So I found a Sasha. He's in varying states of getting cleaned and dressed, so nothing there. His hair was washed, so now we're waiting for it to dry. But it was the one with the little hat, white hat, and the little white 2-piece outfit. But somebody must have used stands, so the stands rusted. So the clothing had rust on it, so I can't salvage it. But, you know, I love Sasha's.
Yeah, he's a cutie.
Did you get something?
I did. So my last purchase of the day.
Oh, no, that's your last.
It is my last
Oh,
one.
no, don't do your last then.
Well, no, I'll do it. She's already here.
Okay.
Is the Sasha doll. My mom my mom bought the baby Sasha, and then the woman was going down really cheap on her prices.
Yeah, it's like she wanted to get out.
She just wanted to sell her stuff. So she had mentioned to my mom that she was selling this one for a good price after seeing Sasha's at countless other shows that have been like hundreds of dollars.
Right.
It was nice to see one that was priced well enough that I could afford to like buy her new clothes and do all that stuff. So she also got her hair washed, but she's just this redheaded little Sasha.
She's a
super
cutie.
cute. She's gonna get a new outfit.
Which there are a lot of people that make really nice Sasha outfits.
Yeah, so it's a 1970s Sasha, and I don't have a redhead. I only have a brunette and a blonde, so
So you needed it.
I needed a redhead.
You needed it. That's right. There was a lady who went down half price on her everything in her booth, and she had lots of Barbie dolls. So ended up getting this for $12. I have this, but I just love this face and the whole look of her. So I thought I should have another for $12. And she came with a little patch, and I don't know where I put the patch right now, but it was like a bowling patch, and I don't remember ever getting a bowling patch. So it's strange.
That is strange.
But she's so pretty.
Yeah, she is a cute one. I like her face.
And the only other one, the one I really want, is the one that has the Magic 8 ball and the toys in it. But there was somebody who had it, but all the toys were gone, and it was just the doll. And I want one. I mean, she's really cute. I want the stuff that goes with her.
Well, we're between toys here. Shout outs to Dee Dee and shout out to Paula. So there were some faces I don't think we've seen Dee Dee before, maybe once. They were faces we haven't seen in a while.
Yay.
So it was good to see you, and a big shout out to everyone who we saw at the show. It's always good to see you. Hope you found some awesome things.
Right, and if we don't mention your name, I'm sorry, we just forgot.
Or we just didn't write it down by the time we're recording this,
Yeah.
and the battery only has half a life, so we can't go and look at it, look at our old videos.
Yeah.
But hello, big shout out and hello to everyone who stopped us today and visited with Lena and all that stuff. We hope to see you again at the next show.
Yeah.
So I'm done with what I bought. That was all I bought.
Okay.
I just bought from the same vendors.
You did buy from the same. Well, okay. From the Sasha vendor, I ended up my new passion, and her outfit looks like she'd been by a window or something, so it had really it's not as colorful as it was. It paled out, but I'm washing it anyway because it's the only thing I have that'll fit her. But yeah, she's cute. You think her hair is longer than the last one that I got.
I do think it's at least a little bit longer.
And she has a little headband. I don't know if they had headbands.
I don't know.
But the neat thing about this one was on her tag it had Marshall Fields, and it said under the Marshall Fields tag, made in West Germany. So obviously she was in Fields. And I don't remember this doll in Fields, but I thought maybe it was only at the State Street store, but I thought she was cute.
I was looking online and someone said you could toss them in a washing machine.
Yeah, that's what the tag says. So if they get dirty, you can throw them in the laundry.
I thought one would be cute for Lena. Like, not one of yours, but like a unique one. And then I could toss it in the washing machine.
Well, at the rate we're going, the next show we probably will find another.
Probably.
And then the last thing was from the people that I had bought the mice from, of course, because you only have like a limited group of doll people. You go back and see them many, many times.
It's almost the last thing. Second to last thing. Right?
Oh, second to last thing. Oh, wait, we'll do this first. Because my brother doesn't watch our shows anyway.
Well, and that too, right?
Yeah. These are made by Marks, right? They're Marks. Every show we go to, somebody has them. Every flea market, every resale store from long ago, we'll find them. And my brother likes Disney, and so these are the little things that I buy for him.
Then they always come in these fun
And
colors.
they're all different colors, and they're nice and chunky.
They're just super cool.
And you would think that somebody was just making them in their house, but these were from back in the day, which is really kind of cool.
They're really fun.
So he doesn't watch our shows, so it's okay. So that's what I buy. And from the booth with the mice, she said she had a note on this saying that looked like it was never used. Okay, never used means that it was never taken off the brackets, the things. So I think she was used. I just think she wasn't used a lot. So I'm going to do a video on her later. But this is Busy Becky, who will come to clean your house because girls in the 70s apparently wanted to clean things.
She has 15 housekeeping accessories.
Yes, so
she holds them with her helping hands. She walks and vacuums with help from you, and helps her, and you can help her iron, clean, and do kitchen chores.
So I kind of remember that stage of being in the 70s and wanting to help my mother just clean house. But she's really cute, and definitely her clothing is still pretty new. She does have one little spot on her pocket But that's about it, so I'm going to do a video on that later.
Yeah, and it's probably better if she was maybe a little bit played with, because then her gears got to move a couple times, and they won't be stuck.
Well, it's not gears on her,
No?
but that would be saying. I show you the secret.
Oh.
So we'll do a video on it and see what it looks like.
I bet you guys can't wait.
And then the last thing that I got was it's a Lego display, and I'm only taking pictures because it's over on that side of the room, and it's really kind of big. And it's the Lego Friends Toys R Us Lego display, and it has things like the First Aid Jungle Bike, the Jungle Bridge Rescue, Jungle Falls Rescue, and it does have D batteries in it, and it's one of those little lights where you turn it on in the back, and then if you walk past that display, then it turns on the light. So it's kind of cool, and it was really kind of neat with Lena. We brought it in, and she was awake, and she was crawling, and she kept trying to put her hand to get the car, but not realizing there's this plexiglass front on it, and she couldn't figure out why I see it, why can't I touch it?
Yeah, that's funny.
So it was pretty funny. But I have another display that's a Lego display that's a Star Wars one. So I thought, this is really cool. And the price was really, 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 really cheap. The only problem was trying to get it from the pouring rain to be able to carry it to go bring it to the parking lot. So luckily, QP was able to turn into the lot. They'd let us do it, and then I was able to run in and say, "Okay, I'm here now. You're still doing the same price, right? Okay," and then I'll carry it out. But yeah, it's been a really rainy day today.
Yeah. But you know what? Overall, it was a great show. We found some interesting things.
It was interesting. It's just if you're coming with a wheelchair or a walker or a cane or a stroller, the crowds in the main building are really hard to get through, and even the smaller building, it was really hard to get through. And then the other ones got all the rain.
Yeah, so just have patience.
Yeah, yes, yeah, definitely. You can't get upset that it's taking you 15 people to get in across to another aisle. Just hang out, chill. They had a food cart there. I hope he got some business because it was so pouring rain.
Yeah, I bet the afternoon crowd bought some stuff from them.
I hope so, because they were only open till 3.
But yeah, let us know if you found anything at a doll show, what you think of our finds, all that fun stuff.
Yep.
So we'll talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye.